Have you ever gotten excited after buying something? Maybe wristwatch, a car, fancy gadgets, only to realize later that you literally set your money on fire. Yes, we all have been there, so you are not alone. The thing is this, it feels like you stepped on a tongue at the middle of the night. And this literally makes you to start asking yourself questions about your life choices. You are probably buying the wrong assets, or you are buying make a believe assets. Today, I want to show you 10 worst make a believe or call it assets that are keeping people poor. I mean assets that are literally sucking your wallet dry, your bank account dry, faster than a vampire in a blood bank. Buckle up, pay attention. From number 1 to number 10, you are probably making these mistakes, or you are making some of them, or you are guilty of some of them. I want to save your financial future in this video. My name is Juliet, and what we do in this space is to bring you insights on money secrets, which the rich, or the people I call the minority, know. They are applying these secrets and it's working for them. We bring it out to the majority so they can know about it, start applying it so they can build real wealth. We proffer or provide you with practical strategies that will help you get out of this cycle of being broke. You build real wealth and start seeing results with your money. Let's dive into it. 10 worst assets keeping people poor. Number 1, keeping cash in your savings account idle or under your mattress. I call it the inflation snacks. Yes. Now, see, having cash or holding cash without investing it is like standing still in quicksand. You are sinking slowly without even realizing it. Inflation eats your money faster than I even eat pizza after a breakup. The thing is this, leaving your money under the mattress might seem safe, but it's actually slowly shredding that money over time. You won't even realize this. The price or the inflation keep rising faster than ever. As the inflation or the prices of goods and services keep going up, that money you keep there is losing its purchasing power. That's the truth and nothing but the truth. There's one question I normally ask myself, and I am asking you. Do you say ice cube for later? It will just melt away. Liken it to that money when you keep it idle in that savings account or under your mattress. That is exactly what is happening. Put that money to work by investing wisely. Otherwise, that your saving will vanish within a twinkle of an eye. Number 2 is buying new cars, expensive cars. I call it the depreciation machine. That is what it is. And I will explain. You work hard and you think you deserve, a new treat, a new car, expensive car. You walk into a dealer's shop and got yourself a nice, shining, good smelling car. That is beautiful. That is fine. But the moment you walk out of that shop, that's your car. That's your shiny, smelling, good smelling car loses 20% its value. What this means is that you just paid premium price to lose money. To me, that's what it means. Now, let's look at it this way. When you acquire this car, you think you acquired an asset. It's taking you maintenance fee, taking you fuel fee, and others. Now, let's take it to 5 years later. The price of that car will no longer be the same. Let's say that you acquired this car at the price of $20,000. 5 years later, that's your shiny, good smelling car worth less than $5,000. And assuming you took this car on a loan, what it means is that the value of that car is depreciating and you are also paying interest for the loan you took in order to acquire that car. Don't get me wrong. If you have enough disposable income, why not go for it? But if you are still struggling to build wealth, you need to have a rethink. Rich people don't see it that way. They see it differently. If you are buying it because you have enough disposable income, is within your range and reach, that is perfectly okay. If you are buying it to impress people or for you to appear more wealthier than you are basically driving yourself faster to the poorhouse in a high-end leather seat. So you need to think twice. This is how rich people treat things like this. One, when they are starting, they don't go for expensive things. Secondly, they look for a fairly used but still sound, in good condition, a car that is still in good condition. Now, when they do this, they have skipped the massive depreciation hit. They save themselves the massive depreciation hit, and at the same time, save some money from this same car and they use it to do some investment. That's how they treat issues like this. So next time you want to acquire a new car, ask yourself this question. Do I really need this car? Do I really want to spend this much just to lose money faster? Because financially speaking, a new car is not an investment. It is just an expensive way to get from point A to point B. Number 3, collectibles without research. You might have heard about certain rare items like vintage comic books, NFTs, and so on. And you heard that they are selling for fortune. And sometimes they do. But there's a big difference between a truly rare historical significant collectibles and a fad that skyrockets in popularity overnight only to crash and burn the next day. There's a very big difference between the two. Why do I say this or why do this matter? Now hear my story. During the NFT craze, some digital artworks were sold for millions. Everyone rushed into NFT, including my very self that is talking to you. I bought NFTs. Everybody is buying NFTs, tweets, memes, even screenshots. People are buying NFT. Everybody wants to go for NFT. My very self, I invested. Without proper research, I thought that is what is trending. Two, they said is rare. The non-fundable token is a rare digital asset. So without really properly understanding these collectibles, I also dived in. I invested my hard-earned money, my hard-earned savings, and in less than 1 year, the price dropped by over 90%. Now, during this period, the community will assure you that they are pledging their undying loyalty. But when the price dropped, the community were nowhere to be found. Who are you going to hold? Nobody. The money I invested, including big time investors and others, evaporated just like that. And we lose the money. I lose the money I invested in NFT. My dear, buying collectibles without properly researching the market is like jumping out of the plane without checking for a parachute. Exciting for about just 3 seconds until reality splats before you go for any collectibles. do your due diligence. The expensive toys that you buy for your kids doesn't contribute to your retirement. They are just funding your regrets. That's the truth. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not saying that buying collectibles is wrong. But what I'm trying to say is if you are buying these collectibles because you love them, because you like them, you cherish them, you are a fan of it, that is okay. But if you are buying it as an investment, just like my very self, or to build wealth, you have to be cautious. Before you do this, do a background research or a background checkup. Very. Number 4, timeshares. I call this vacation empires. It sucks your money. Now, think about it this way. You are on a vacation relaxing, and a smart salesman approach you, friendly, presenting this offer to you. Will you like to, be coming here every time? You have just to make certain amount of money and all whatnot. And you look at it, it's very palatable. To you, it is a nice investment. The moment you sign on those dotted lines, the next thing you called for is maintenance fee, spatial assessment, scheduling nightmares, and all whatnot. It comes with its own headache. Let me say this quickly. Timeshares aren't an investment. They are financial handcuffs. I said this because first, you pay a huge upfront payment just to use that vacation apartment for 1 or 2 weeks a year. Now, whether you use it or not, you are going to pay the maintenance fee, which keeps going up over time. And if you want to sell it, it is also difficult for you to sell. That's another issue with it. So, what do you do in this situation? If you want to go for a vacation, rent a hotel or go for an Airbnb. It's more economical, and it also helps you to make choices all over the world. You can go to any part of the country that you want because there is no handcuff anywhere that the money you paid somewhere is still waiting for you or wasting. These are the things. This is how they reach reason. They will prefer to rent a hotel for that vacation or to go for an Airbnb and save themselves that stress of maintenance fee, that stress of whatever bill that is piling up in that share, a timeshare, or that vacation apartment. So think twice before you go for a timeshare. Think twice. Is this going to add to my income, or is it taking some money out of my pocket? Think about it. Number 5, designers' clothes and accessories. Now, I call this the closest killer. Yes, let's be real on this. Who doesn't like to smell nice, to feel good? No one. Everyone wants to look good, smell nice. But those nice things, yes, those nice things makes you feel like you have arrived, you've made it. Yes, but here is the real deal. It's about looking successful. Now, even when your bank account is saying a different thing. Now, the thing is this, or the worst part of it is that a lot of people swipe their credit cards just to afford these things. And they end up paying interest on items that does not grow in value. Gucci, or I keep saying this, Gucci won't pay your house rent. Chanel isn't an investment. So stop pretending. They are overpriced pants that cover your broke self. In reality, don't get me wrong, fashion is cool and you deserve it. But there is a difference between treating yourself nice occasionally and making designers items a habit or turning it into a lifestyle that you know you cannot afford. In all sense of humility, curate a wardrobe that matches your financial goal. It will help you a lot. When we try to compare this to how the rich see things, the rich most of them don't even wear the designers. Some of them do, but not when they are still trying to build that wealth. They wear designers when they have already made money, when they have enough disposable income. That's when they started wearing these designers. Before you go for that expensive designers item next time, ask yourself, what will be the value of this in 5 years' time? Real wealth isn't about looking rich, it's about being rich. If you have watched this video to this minute, kindly hit that subscribe button if you have not done that. Hit the notification bell so you get notified anytime I publish a valuable content like this. Number 6 is lottery tickets. You buy these tickets and start imagining, start living in a dream world, what you will do with millions. Maybe quit your job, travel around the world, buy Ferrari and all. But this is the truth. Lottery tickets are not or isn't a magic ticket to wealth. It's just a game where the odds are massively stacked against you. I want you to see it this way. Your chances of winning that lottery ticket is just like one is to maybe 300 million people that bought that same ticket. Most people who play this lottery spend about $200 to $400 just on tickets every year. Imagine you put that money in an asset, in an investment that grows over time. Just imagine that. Maybe assets like investing in stocks, ETFs, and others. Even using it to set up a side hustle or a business. That money could turn, or that investment could turn into thousands of dollars. But the lottery ticket is just a wasted paper. Let me say this to you. Lottery companies, they know exactly how to get you. They know how to hook you. That is why they don't sell the ticket to you. They sell hopes. They sell testimonies of one out of million losers, just one winner. So what they sell to you is hope that you are going to win it. And that is what makes you to keep living in a dream world that you are going to win it. When they show you the testimonies of just few lucky winners, they don't also show you the number of millions of people that bought that lottery ticket and luck wasn't on their side. Wealthy people don't sit down to get rich. They work consistently. They invest on assets that grows over time. They grow their wealth over time. Number 7, overpriced degrees. Don't get me wrong on this, but I just have to spill the milk. Now, going to school or going to college supposed to set us up for a better future. Now, we have been told that when we go to school, get good grades, we probably get a good job. But in reality, not all certificates or degrees, not all degrees actually worth the price tag. Imagine spending over $100,000 to acquire a degree that doesn't get you a high paid job. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just like taking out a loan to buy an expensive car that doesn't run. So if you actually acquired loan or acquired that degree through loan, probably student loan. In fact, at the moment you are stuck with the debt and also without getting enough income or not having a job, you are still revolving within the same circle. Don't get me wrong, education is valuable, but the rich treat this case differently. That is why they go for high paid degrees like doctors, lawyers, and so on. So before you go and back that expensive degree, Ask yourself, if I spend this much, how much am I going to get in return? Education is an investment. Treat it as one. If the return on investment isn't worthwhile, there's no point going for it. You might want to consider in this situation or look for an alternative by, you know, going school online, that is doing online courses, online certifications, self-taught training, self-taught skills can also get you a high-paying job without even drowning in debt. So instead of going to spend that high amount of money in order to acquire a degree that will not even fetch you a high-paying job, you might want to consider these alternatives. Number 8, high interest debt. Let's say credit card. Now, credit cards, I call them financial parasites. Credit cards are financial parasites, eating up your finances faster than you even think of it. They are exhausting, pointless, and quite embarrassing. Let's say you spend $5,000 on credit card with the interest rate of 20% per annum. Before you finish paying that money, you must have paid double or triple of it. So stop that high interest debt before it eats up your financial future, especially credit card. Start filling or loading that to your card. Number 9, fancy gadgets. Now, every year we have tech upgrades. There are new iPhone, new MacBook, new laptops, new televisions, and a lot of them. These things are a bit better or supposed to be better than the ones that you already have. Here, wisdom is required. Let's be realistic here. Does the invention of new gadgets make the ones that you are using to stop working? Now, if the answer is no, why abandoning the one that you are using to go for the bigger one? Just for the name, for the label, or for the overhyped price, or for the overhyped value? I tell you, it's just a little touch, a minor functions added to the one that you already have. Let me say this to you. I just hope they won't come after me. These tech companies, they have a way of making you feel that you need the latest. Yes, that's the trick or the tweak there. They are masters in doing this. When they make you feel like that, you just, oh, I need this, I need this, I need that, I need that. What they did was just a little tweak in the functions, and boom, the price skyrocket, and you gullibly go and get it. If you are upgrading every year just to keep up, just know that you are wasting thousands of dollars on yearly basis on things that doesn't grow in value. The rich see things differently. They don't keep upgrading. They use their gadgets until there is need for them to do that upgrade. That is when it comes to play. They don't upgrade just because there is a new upgrade in the market. There is a hype in the market. No, they upgrade because they really, really need it. So next time before you do that upgrade, ask yourself, do I really need this? Is this something that I really need? Or am I just buying into the market? Ask yourself that question. If your answer is yes, you really need that upgrade, then go ahead. If the answer is no, don't buy into the market. Number 10, expensive wedding. I've had a lot of girls say, it is my day. It's something that happens just once in my life, in a lifetime. I want to give it the best and all whatnot. But here is the tweak. Wedding is a beautiful thing, yes. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, what is the price tag? Let's say that an average wedding costs about $15,000, maybe to get a venue, the cakes, and everything that is needed. What is the price tag that you spend that amount of money just for one day celebration? One day. This is a celebration that probably the people that attended it will not even live to remember or even to appreciate you. But that is by the way. Let's say you put that money into an investment that grows over time. Give it 2, 3 years, and the result will be massive. So instead of going for that expensive wedding, why not bring it down? If you have that too much money to spend, bring it down, that excess, put it in an investment portfolio and watch it grow. Don't choose to spend a fortune and run into a debt for a wedding that probably the people will not even remember. Spend wisely and prioritize what really matters. Have a financial backup and security. Before you go into that expensive wedding next time, first ask yourself, am I spending meaningfully or am I just following expectations? Because the smartest move should be keeping it simple and putting that money into a growing investment. The key to financial growth is acknowledging your financial mistakes and learning. That's the key. Everyone has made money mistakes at some point in their life. But what separated those who stay stuck from those who level up is the willingness to adapt and do better. So, dust off your shoulders, set new financial goals, and move forward. And keep in mind, building wealth isn't rocket science. It's just not making those dumb mistakes. Avoiding these traps puts you ahead of 90% of people playing this money game wrong. If this information is valuable to you, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video. Stick around for more valuable content. Thank you.